In this video, I want to share with you 10 practical money saving tips that has supported me and helped me to maintain this habit. And I'm hoping that it will also inspire you in some way to get some ideas in how you can also incorporate these practical tips in your day-to-day life. My name is Yvonne and welcome to my channel. The purpose of this channel is personal growth and really leveling up and be the best version of ourselves so that we can all increase the quality of our life together. And if you haven't already, subscribe to join the community. You know, the first money saving tip that I have for you is there's a rule called the 50-30-20 rule. And it's to support you to make a budget, because making a budget can seem a little overwhelming and it's hard to know where to start. Well, here's a good formula that you can use that can really support you. And what that is 50% of your after-tax take-home pay. You use that for what you actually need, right? For instance, maybe rent or home mortgage, utilities, water, cable, internet. This stuff that is non-negotiable. The 30% are the things that maybe you want. Maybe you would like to have, go shopping and update your wardrobe, get a few new pieces, or maybe we want to go out and get your hair done, nails done, stuff that you would like. It's a nice to have. So 30% of your pay, allocate it to that. And now 20%, now that is for savings. And that's what you want to do with that 20%. So it may cause for adjustments. But, this rule is really practical, and it's really going to support you to really set up a nice, solid financial foundation and begin thinking about how you can budget and structure yourself so that you're set up for success. The second rule that I want to share with you is it's a 30-day, buying rule. And what that means is, I know many of us have maybe gone to the mall and see something we like. Maybe it's a new electronic, the new laptop, a new phone, anything that you kind of see and you're like, oh man, I really want this. Well, what you do is you give yourself 30 days to sleep on it, to really think about it. Here you have an opportunity to delay gratification. And what happens is, more often than not, in the 30 days that you give yourself, you realize, I really don't need it. Maybe there's something you really don't need. There's been studies that shows that the happiness we get from a purchase or a particular thing that we want is actually not when we actually have it, but in the expectation of it. The third tip for money saving is skipping the coffee shop. This is a big one. You see, it's so easy to spend, maybe on average, and cost of coffee changes depending on where you live and your location, but let's say on average $5, right? And oftentimes you don't just get the cup of coffee, you'll want a snack or something to go along with it. But just sticking to the coffee, did you know that if you actually brew your coffee at home, it only costs about 11 cents, maybe 11 to 18 cents, depending on what kind of coffee you buy. But that's like less than half of $1 that you're spending. And if you think about, the compound effect of $5 coffee, David Bach, the author of The Automatic Millionaire, really breaks down something he calls the latte factor. And within that calculation, he shows that you can actually, due to the magic of compounding effect, within several years' time, or by the time you retire, you can actually be a millionaire with how much money that you're able to save, and then it compounds with interest, and then it'll just grow. Okay, that leads me to the fourth practical money saving tip, and that is eating at home. Did you know that based on Bureau of Labor Statistics, an average household spends about $3,500 on eating out? Wow, that's about $300 a month. You can feed a family for a whole week for the cost that it takes for two dinners out. The fifth, and that's aligned with the fourth, is groceries. Cut down on your budget by planning your meals in advance. I talked about this a little bit. So certainly planning our meals is really going to make a difference. I'm sure it's happened to you where you're in a grocery and you pick up some ketchup, or another item. And then you come home and you realize, oh my gosh, we already have two ketchups already. It happens to the best of us, right? And so that could have been completely avoided if you had just kind of taken stock of what you have and you see, okay, I've got, this, I've got pasta, I've got the spices, I've got, cheeses. Okay, now what's left to pull together this one meal I'm thinking about doing this week? How much money goes down the drain and into the trash at the end of the week when we're cleaning out our fridges and then we say, oh, geez, this was all the way in the back of the fridge and it's completely, vegetables or fruits that get spoiled. That's money down the drain. And so, but if we pre-plan, the likelihood of that is reduced. So I thought that was a good one that I want to share with you. Very practical, happens to all of us. And so I'm sure that that's going to resonate with you. And that helps us be more aware, right? And to just live more sustainable lives. So now the sixth is reducing our expenses. Just general stepping back and looking at our expenses and saying, okay, where can I kind of clean this up a little bit and streamline my expenses? For example, the first thing I did that I found super effective was I canceled all these just miscellaneous subscription services that I had purchased maybe a few months ago, maybe even a few years ago, and I totally forgot about. And also memberships. So I had spent some time, spending on my gym membership and not reaping the benefit. This is what I did. I canceled the membership. So I just built up a really nice little home gym. We've got a room in our house, the loft that we use for that. And we've got a TV there. I love it. It's personal. I get to watch whatever I want to watch. I take my time. I don't have to, wipe every piece of equipment before and after. It's all the fuss is gone. And especially it helps me with the commute time. That's gone. So what's my point? My point is, sometimes it's tough to cancel these memberships because they might be near and dear to us. But if we really think about it, let's just be honest. Do we really use them? And if we don't, how about we cancel it first and see what happens? Because what's going to happen probably is we're going to find better ways to take care of ourselves that actually serves us in a better way. Point 7 is automate savings. This is a good one. I wanted to share this one with you. A lot of times employers have the ability to send your after-tax paycheck to more than one account. So I know most of us, what we'll do is we'll take that full paycheck and then just send that over to our checking account. And that's fine. But maybe you might consider, if you want to save 20%, for instance, then why not capture that 20% and then just have that go directly to your savings account. Point 8 is DIY. Do it yourself. You got to learn how to do stuff yourself. And when you do, you're going to be saving quite a lot for yourself. And that's stuff that costs that have been siphoning out of your checking account. Point 9 is unsubscribe from emails. And I'll tell you, this is a game changer because a lot of times your favorite retail shops will get you by asking you, hey, what is your favorite email? And maybe in the beginning, they'll give you a little discount just to get that information from you. Good for you for the discount. But in the end, they'll make it back and then some, because they'll send you these great 24-hour sales. And you know what I'm talking about. Or exclusive coupons in your email. And then what happens? Then you purchase more of your wants, right? And you see the sale. Oh my gosh, I really love that shirt. I love this and I love that. Or, oh, I like this new equipment. There's this new camera. There's this new laptop or new iPhone. So you just kind of get overwhelmed and you really become a consumer at that point. So my advice to you, and this is something that I did and changed my life, is I unsubscribed. And the 10th point really is, as you budget and as you think of ways to save, you may want to realize that, you know what, I'm going to have to increase my income. So aside from actually saving from what you do have in your current control, you may want to look outside for maybe ways that you can increase your income. And this can be through multiple sources. Maybe a job change would be something that's in store for you, where you know that you're not getting paid what you're worth. And if you were to look outside in the market, the job market, particularly at this time, they're definitely a lot more competitive in their salaries now. So I'll challenge you to look for ways to increase your income, or maybe add a side hustle that can supplement some of your income so that you can increase your savings. So in conclusion, when we save, the benefits really are going to support us with building our wealth, building more financial security and financial freedom. And that's what we want. And we also want to really extend our options and not be so limited. Well, when we have a savings, it's really going to support us. There's a scripture that I wanted to share with you, and that's in Proverbs 21:5, that says, "The plans of the diligent lead surely to abundance, but everyone who is hasty comes only to poverty." So we want to be diligent, we want to plan, and we want to plan to save. If you would like some support in reaching your goals, and I'm hoping that this video inspired you in some way to identify some new goals for yourself, click on the link below. I put together a goal mastery program that's there to support you really to set and achieve your goals. We step you through holistically understanding what your values are, create a vision and a mission, and also set an action plan and some SMART goals that are specific, measurable, achievable, results focused, right? And timely. So I encourage you to enroll in the Goal Mastery Program. That's really going to help you stop wishing for your goals to be met and just really start getting to them and achieving them, because that's what you deserve. So invest in yourself that way. And also, if you enjoyed the content of this video, click on the like button. I'd really appreciate it. That shows your support. And also subscribe so you're notified on new videos. And I'll see you on the next one.